excited to be here.
For episode 10.
We're in double digits. Congrats if you've stayed this long.
You need to put a sound effect on that. 10. We're having mic issues again.
Yeah. This thing.
That's supposed to tell me.
I mean, never mind. No.
I'll bleep that part out. Okay.
She's like instead of bad words, like.
Okay.
No, so we always talk about like what we're gonna do or what we did today. No,
what we did like in the
general.
last week. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we also talk about what we're gonna be doing.
Okay.
I'll go first, I guess. Okay. So, repping 29029. I was in Idaho for Sun Valley 2023 event. Yeah, congrats to Motley Crue. All 6 of them finished. Very proud. Yes. I don't really. Oh, the gondola shut down for 2 hours, so they stopped everybody hiking.
Did they stop the timer?
No. So they actually lost 2 hours of hiking time.
Are you kidding
They
me?
ended up adding an hour the second day, but they can only add an hour because then it will get dark again. So
Wow.
yeah.
That's crazy.
It was crazy. Oh my gosh, I think she was like 67. She finished it with like 45 minutes left. She was 67 years old.
That's
Damn.
awesome.
Insane.
Who was the first person to finish?
I forget his name. He's a veteran. He's already done it before. So yeah, he finished at like midnight, like really early.
Wow.
Second, I read about out-of-body experiences and tried to do one. Didn't do one though, so we'll try again tonight.
Can't believe you want to do stuff like that.
Yeah,
I want to do
scares me.
stuff like that. That sounds sick.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm
Kinda
so
scares
excited.
me.
You can like travel the world in your sleep.
Yeah, but like, isn't there like
It's incredible.
issues
Lucid
with
dreaming?
being stuck?
Kind of.
That's different. That's different.
Oh.
What?
I thought you could get stuck in that, right? Where you can't get out. Like if something scary starts happening, you can't get out.
Only if you think that.
I
Your
think I
thoughts
would.
completely control it. So yeah, maybe you shouldn't be doing that.
I would. Actually, start
Okay,
freaking
well
myself
the
out.
last update I have is that I got a really creative inspo this weekend and I started writing my book a lot. So I have like 3 chapters done.
I cannot wait to read that.
Yeah.
Do you
I
know
want to read it.
you can publish that and then put it on Amazon?
Yeah. I have a publisher that's gonna do it for free.
I need to like, I don't want these.
You can take them off if you want. These are making my ears hot.
Yeah, I don't know. I can like barely hear anything.
Should we just not wear them?
Should we
Yeah.
just take them off?
Alright
Okay.
guys, we're not wearing them.
That's better.
Ow.
I feel like claustrophobic.
It's so much nicer when those work because you can
Yeah.
actually
Yeah, because then we can hear
hear
better.
ourselves.
Okay,
Okay, your turn.
who's next?
My update, I wasn't prepared for this.
Sorry.
I just started a new job at SDK as a hostess, which has been really fun. And my best friend Annika is about to start working there, and it's gonna be our 4th job together. So yeah.
What?
That's
Yeah.
I did not know
We're
that.
doing Starbucks, Ocean 44, my dad's landscaping company, which like doesn't actually count,
I
but
totally forgot about.
yeah, and
all
now
that.
this one. So, and then other than that, just like hanging out with random people, and yeah, solid. And then reading, which like we'll tie into today. But.
Yeah.
I really haven't done much, you guys. It's pretty much everything that I always do. I've worked, or I guess this week I work my 12-hour shift, which I'm actually pretty excited about. That's pretty much it. I really don't do much, guys. What did we do? I did my first Orange Theory
Oh yeah,
class.
we did an Orange Theory class together.
That was a
we
lot of
burned
fun.
950 calories.
Holy shit.
Isn't that
Yeah.
insane?
Yeah,
That's
it
a
was a
lot.
90-minute class, and it was our first time too. So like for a 90-minute class,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
it was a lot of fun.
But yeah,
It was
I
really
love
cool.
Orange Theory.
Have you ever done it?
Me?
Yeah.
If you can do like
I'm so
fucking
you
20
would
mile
like it.
hikes, you
You
could
would
for
truly
sure
like
do
it.
that.
I don't like working out with other people.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Okay,
it's up
I
your,
also
I feel
don't
like it'd be
like
up your alley.
Maybe.
You would
Maybe.
like it. Because
I
like,
feel like I
well,
love working out with other people.
I actually don't.
Because I feel like I like make it into a competition. Because like when I'm
Oh
doing
my
Orange
God.
Theory, I'm like looking at everyone
See?
else's, and I'm like, I'm gonna win.
Like, that's what's funny is you see the competition that way. I see it more like it's a competition for me to get to the red. Like,
Yeah.
that's why I liked it. Because
Yeah.
I liked how I could see if I'm going to orange and red.
Wait, what?
So, they have, like, tiers.
So you have a heart monitor
Yeah.
on, and you give them like your weight and your height and all that stuff. And so
Okay.
then there's different zones. So there's like gray, blue,
Mhm.
green, orange, and red. And the goal of Orange Theory is that you have at least 12 minutes in the orange zone because that's like something with your like K calorie. I don't even know.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
sciencey
Yeah,
and
that makes
shit,
sense.
but yeah. So you can
Yeah.
like see what you're in and like
So it just puts colors to heart rate, because that's what
Yeah.
we have to do when,
Yes.
when we train for endurance.
Not
is
with
you
heart
gotta-
rate,
you
but
have to
more.
be-
But I mean, I guess it is kind of with heart rate, but it's
Yeah.
also like the amount of effort you're putting in. I guess is kind of what it's saying. Like I think to be in the red zone is like 91 to 100% of your effort.
yeah.
That's what it's kind of like.
Makes sense.
So it was a lot of fun. I mean, but you could tell. Why is it making that noise?
I don't know.
How did I stop that? Wait, it's actually kind of cool. Oh, okay, do it again.
Right.
Wait, what was I gonna say?
Orange 3,
Yeah.
red.
Oh, like you could tell when you were in red.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
your body starts giving out. You're like,
Oh yeah.
it was really funny. Okay, guys.
Are we on to the podcast?
Yeah, let's do
I
it.
think
Okay.
so.
Today we are talking about books,
Yay!
and we love books. All three of
I
us
love
love books.
But
Love
different
reading.
kinds.
Got it from my mama. My mom has been in the same book club for over 25 years.
Oh my
That is
God.
And like
dedication.
most of the same women are all in it, but like I don't know. I want to be like that when I'm older.
That's
I
crazy.
feel like it's
That's
so
dedication.
cool. Yeah, once a month, every first Monday of the month.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
You read,
I read a lot.
but you also read.
Oh
Very
yeah, I
different
read
books.
nonfiction, self-help, finance, that stuff.
We
Like,
share
that's
books.
so beneficial. Like
It's so
It is.
I
beneficial.
read
I learn
like
a lot.
fucking I don't even know, but it's like entertaining stuff. I guess.
That's
Yeah,
what
I feel
I
like,
like it.
I feel like
Yeah.
you guys read like it's a movie.
Yeah.
Yes,
I read
yes.
like it's a TV show.
That's not.
Like, and for me, like that's beneficial for me because I'm like, all right, I can relax and be in a different world.
Yeah.
You know?
And one of my favorite activities in the summer is tanning. So like
Oh,
reading while you tan, like I will read like half the book.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, who's
Um,
gonna go first about their book?
Wait. Are we all reading a book right now?
I
am,
just finished mine. I started trying to read The Little Life last night. I feel like it's just so hard.
Why?
Like,
Too much?
I don't know. I'm only like 15 pages in, like, but I don't know. I'm gonna try to stick it out, but I know a lot of people give up in that book because it's just so
Really?
like.
It looks so good.
I know that's what everyone says, but I don't know. I'll try to push through. It's like
Is it boring or something?
it's
800 pages.
Oh
yeah,
my God.
and it's about like
4.3 is really good though. Like
Yeah.
a 4.3 out of 5 stars.
So if
is
you make
pretty
it,
good.
if you make it through the book, then it'll be a good book.
yeah,
If you can make it.
yeah.
Okay, makes sense.
It looks really good. And
It says is a little life difficult to read. It can be difficult since there's a lot of disturbing content, including multiple forms of abuse.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
So I
So
can see that.
yeah,
Okay. I don't know. It sounds really good.
yeah, it does sound good. Like I always see it all over TikTok and stuff, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
I
But I just finished my other one like a couple days ago, so I've just been trying to find a new one.
Which one was that again?
The Housemaid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm reading Book Lovers right now by Emily Henry. I'm like so close to being done with that book, and so far I really like it. I really like it. What are you reading now?
Oh, right now I'm reading The Art of the Steal. It's from like, have you ever heard of it?
No, it's just funny because it's
The
so
guy,
different.
this is actually the first one that I've read that's kind of like story based, but it's still a true story. So you know, what is it? Catch Me If You Can, the movie
Yeah.
with Leonardo
Yes.
DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he plays Frank Abagnale, which is actually a real person who made fraudulent
Yes.
checks and all that.
Yeah.
It's a story from, like, he writes it, but it's about how to keep your business from getting fraud, like, taken out of it. You know?
Stop. That is so.
'Cause,
That is
like-
actually so funny because he did that, right?
Yeah, because he did that. So he flipped it,
Oh
and the way
my-
he got out of jail, I think he got out of jail for it, is because he worked for the government to help businesses not get stolen from.
That is crazy.
So he literally says, he's like, if you're gonna start a business, do not take checks. That's like 101. Do not take checks because people can fraudulent checks
Yeah.
all day.
Yeah.
Like we literally lose like $13 billion as a country just from fraudulent checks.
Really,
Yeah, a year. It's insane.
that is such a smart
Yeah.
like idea to just
And he made so much money off of it.
like what he did was insane, and then all of a sudden he's making it like, you know what? I'm gonna tell you guys what not to do because
Well,
I knew what to do.
He actually
Yeah.
says in the beginning of the book, he's like, this is a really risky book to put out because I'm giving you all the secrets that you
Yeah.
need to
Yeah.
become a person who's a criminal and steals money.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that it reaches everybody so that more people can learn to like not get stolen.
It's interesting.
That is cool.
It is. It's crazy how the lengths people will go to steal is crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
well, it's sad, but it's kind of like, how desperate are you?
Yeah.
They're not doing it for fun. It's probably because, wasn't he poor?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was like,
But he
remember the
faked
story.
so much stuff. He faked being an airline pilot.
Yes.
He faked being a doctor.
Yes, his story's insane.
How do you do that? You
his story's insane.
I don't know if I've ever seen that movie, actually.
You would probably really like it.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'll watch that tonight.
And Wolf of Wall Street is also
I love
really
that
good.
movie.
That book,
yeah.
that movie's really good. What is like our genre of choice? Like, what do we usually like reading?
I feel like embarrassing, but like romance.
I know.
It's like a guilty pleasure.
I am. I don't read
And
romance.
I like mystery and murder type shit.
Yep, me too.
And then
I also like fantasy.
yeah, and then I like Taylor Jenkins Reid. She does like books that are loosely based off of things. So like Daisy Jones and the Six, that was loosely based off Fleetwood Mac, and then The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo was loosely based off of like some queen. I can't remember which one.
Wow.
But so I really love her books
Mm-hmm.
because she like does a really cool spin on it. And Daisy Jones and the Six is one of my favorite books ever, and the show came out, so I'd highly suggest it.
My genre is definitely finance, life improvement, I guess. I don't even know what you would call it. Cause
Self-help.
Yeah.
Self-help.
Yeah.
But also, yeah, I guess that's true.
Those are
Very
self-help books.
Inspirational
And
book.
business ones too, of course.
Yeah.
All right. Let's
Okay.
see. Should we start talking
Going
about?
down the list.
I don't know
How should we do this? Should we just do one? Like everybody does one, and then we just keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. So wait, we have like 45 books to cover between us.
Let's
Right?
do like the first book that really got us into wanting to read.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's going first?
You guys can go first.
Okay, I'll go first. I'd say best book that got me into this stuff. I guess there's two different genres. So one of them is self-help, like you're saying. The other is finance. So my first in self-help is The Defining Decade. Don't know who it's by, but basically it's about your 20s and how your 20s define your entire life. And they kind of just tell you like practice self-discovery, find out what you love, don't get comfortable, take risks, and then it just shares like they define this one thing, it's called a life resume. I actually started building one. It's like things that you do that build your identity and not just your reputation.
I was stalking your Instagram and you had a little life resume, like memories.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
I love it. And it's just like the most random things. Like I'm a citizen of Canada is like on my life resume. Or I did my hiking thing. That's on my life resume. It's just like things that change you forever. And the only time you'll be able to do it is in your 20s. So why not?
I can see that. Yeah, that's cool.
I guess the rest of that book is just it also focuses on making connections. So it's like if you want to go to college, but meet people.
Yeah.
Because that's the biggest.
Not about
that's
what
the
you
biggest
know, it's
thing.
about who you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And just pick your challenges in a good manner. Don't destroy your life. I guess it's just warning you.
That's probably a good book to read
Before
going
you're
to
20.
college.
Yeah. You're convincing me. I feel like I
Right?
read that book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what was like your first book?
Like the first book I have, I started in notes like books I've read starting April 2022, which is when I got into reading. The book that I read is really corny. Like it was the summer I turned pretty, and like I wouldn't even recommend it. Like it's an easy like beach read and stuff, and like
Is it a long book?
no, I feel like it's pretty. The only reason I read it is because I saw that the show was coming out, and I feel like most of the books I read are like things that have been turned into adaptations because I like to see like what I envision it as and then what they turn it into. Yeah.
Cool.
So I feel like half of the books I've read have been turned into something. I think the show did a pretty good job. I think the actors weren't as cute as how I pictured in my head.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like a fine book. I feel like it got me into reading because I was like, I need to find a book that's better than this. So,
Really?
Yeah, because
Oh,
I was like
wow.
low-key disappointed. Like, it's a good book, but it's like just so like easy. Like, I don't know,
I
yeah.
could see that. I mean, like we've always had to read when we were kids, right?
Oh my god,
Yeah.
Like where the red fern grows.
I was in a book
hated
club in
I
elementary
hated
school.
it. Like I truly hated reading. I
feel like
couldn't do it.
but being forced to read and then
Yeah,
something you actually want to
it's
read
very-
are
Yeah.
two very different things.
The book I did really like was the one with the Vietnam War.
Was it 1984, The Things I Carried?
Yes,
The Things I Carried?
that was a really
Yeah,
good book.
that was a really good book.
That kind of I was like, wow, that's actually one of the first school books I kind of liked.
Yeah, I
It
like
was
that one
pretty good.
too, yeah. And
Um,
there's a song by TV Girl that has like a reference to that book in it.
What's TV Girl?
The band? No, it's a D.
Maddie's like,
There's so many different aesthetics.
I know.
yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, so the teacher we had in high school would let us read whatever books we want to read, and then do some like a report or something like
Yeah.
that.
So cool.
And I chose the book.
Shout out Miss Homie.
Yep, I chose the book "Girl in Pieces" by Kathleen Glasgow or something like that, and I fell in love with that book for some reason. Like, it's actually really sad. It has to do with her battling self-harm, and she was in a mental hospital, and then she comes out, and then she moves to Arizona to start a new life, and just so much stuff happening, but she ends up learning herself and becoming happier. But I got so into that book and like felt like I was like in her world. I was like, I really like reading. I really like it. And then this is because of Jack. He loves the Harry Potter series when he was a kid. Like, he loved it. And I was like, I am not gonna read about stupid wizards and nerds. That's so nerdy. I'm not doing that.
Well, guess what?
He's like, you know what, Maddie? Just read the first book. So I read the first book, and I was like, I freaking love it.
Rabbit hole.
Absolutely love it. So then I chose to read the entire series for New Year's resolution, and I ended up reading all of it, and
How
I
many are there
absolutely
again?
loved it. 7.
Seven?
What?
7.
I thought there were 9.
No, there's 7.
Jeez.
Oh.
But like the last one's like, well, I guess to
Wow.
the point where it's like 800 pages.
Yeah.
It was so.
That's
it's
why they
fantastic.
split the movie into 2 parts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Like, that series is insane. It truly is. Like, nothing can match those expectations.
I know, literally, the entire time that you were reading it during college, you were like, do not talk about Harry Potter. I don't want to know
Yep,
anything.
don't
Don't
do
tell me anyone's name. I was like, okay, I just don't say
Yeah.
anything.
And then recently, I just finished all the movies, and I really don't like them.
You don't like the movies?
I really don't.
Oh my god.
I've
I
like
love the
never.
movies.
I don't think I've ever watched any of the movies. When I was little, like Voldemort kind of freaked me out.
Yeah.
So I just
You-
never.
That was my shit. Harry Potter?
yeah.
Oh my god.
Harry Potter or Star Wars, just like never.
That-
Yeah.
How?
I know.
Those are,
I
like,
love
the
them.
two-
I love them.
love them.
I think no one should read or watch the movies before reading the books, because you just won't understand
I won't
it.
ever
Yeah.
read the books, so I just watch them.
You never read the books?
God, no. I don't like that stuff.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't like it. I remember watching the movies and never
The
understanding
movies are
any
so
of it.
good to me.
The books are so much better. They're so much better. They seriously are. You get so
I feel like I
into
don't
it.
have the patience because I already know what
Yeah.
happens.
I guess I didn't finish the book. or
I
the
guess-
movies.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in the mindset of where you were when Jack was telling you to read it, and you're like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Like maybe if I started doing it, then I would
Yeah.
like do
Yeah.
the same thing, but
Yeah.
like kind of set my ways at the
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
No, I get that. Yeah. It was like a challenge, and I finished it for that entire year, and it was awesome.
I just read that. That's crazy.
Which one?
That you didn't like November 9th.
Ugh, no.
What?
We'll talk about it.
Okay.
My top finance book is Millionaire Next Door, and it just puts into perspective that 98% of millionaires these days, you would never know that they're a millionaire. You would never know by the way they live. So they give you a formula. I think it's at the beginning of the book, but I could be wrong. And basically, it's just your age times your income divided by 10 should be your net worth. So let's say you're 20 and you have a $100,000 income. So that's $2 million divided by 10. 200,000 should be your net worth. See how that works?
Okay.
Yeah.
And the way that you get there is if you have a good income plus smart investment, you'll get to high net worth. And you don't spend. So that's the biggest thing. Is they say it's called a PAW or a PAW. They're good at saving, they grow wealth, and they have a high net worth because they're good at investing and they don't spend all their money. UAW, so a UA, they're bad at saving, high income, but they spend on material things. So that's like a lot of really, really good lawyers. They make a shit ton of money, but they have to spend it on dresses and cars and all these amazing things
Oh,
to
I
like
see that.
keep their clients and all
Yeah.
that.
Mm.
And then they also commonly receive money from an outside source. So ULAWs usually are made by rich parents who continue to feed their money to their kids throughout their life.
Babies.
Right.
Mm.
But instead of the kids being self-sufficient, the parents are just, here's 20 grand, here's 20 grand. And that is not sustainable once your parents die. So, remain frugal, finance planning, all that. Oh yeah, and then the biggest point in the entire book is avoid status. If you're focused on looking like you're the richest, you won't be. Display high status lifestyle is usually what tells you that they're not wealthy. So, yeah. Think twice before you think about spending all your money.
Yeah, I think it's because we're in Scottsdale.
Yeah.
That you can definitely see when people fake it.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're like head to toe in Gucci. And you're like, what are you doing?
I know, and I don't even, like, I don't think that looks like
It
cute.
doesn't.
It's
And it's
usually
not impressing
Exactly,
anybody.
yeah.
Right.
No one's impressed that
But,
you're
like,
wearing Gucci.
Growing up as a kid, we're put into like 12 years old. I was like, oh, this person has the nicest car. They must be rich. They
Yeah.
must be the most wealthy in the world. Like,
It
no.
really does not.
The people
mean
who spend
anything.
like that don't have money in their bank account.
Yeah.
It just doesn't really matter.
Unless you're to the point of like billionaire and you could literally throw around millions like it's nothing.
Yeah. Or like,
then-
what if you really like this car and that was your dream to get that car, and you decide to get that car, but that doesn't mean like you're also dressed to.
Right. I think there's a fine
Yeah.
line between you're doing stuff that you want versus you're doing stuff for how other people are gonna see you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that-
Exactly.
That mindset also goes into, like, how you were raised from your parents. Because,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
some
Yeah.
people who are, like, spoiled as fuck, like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They're gonna look
Well, like
at
my
how you
parents
do it.
raised me very much like we're gonna go on a really expensive vacation once or twice a year,
Mm.
and they feed us during those vacations. They're like, okay, this is an expensive vacation,
Yeah. 2 people just walked by.
and they're like, this is because we want you to focus on experiences in life instead of material things. So we all get used cars for our 16th birthday, right? Like, not every parent buys their kid a car, and obviously
Yeah.
we're thankful for that.
Yeah.
But we're not getting the 2023 Camaro that just
Yeah, and
came
that's
out,
stupid
right?
to give to 16-year-olds anyway.
Right,
Like,
exactly.
like, I have this family friend, like, who he, like, got a car, and the first night, they got, like, a 2023 BMW, and the first night he does donuts in the parking lot, ruins the tires. In the first night, they have to get him all new tires, then he wrecks it 2 weeks later, gets him another 2023,
crazy.
like, Ford Bronco, like,
And they're you're $100,000 down the tank, and you're
Yeah.
like, my kid's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
And yeah.
No. It teaches lessons for sure.
Yeah.
So.
so our topic is very different than what we just talked about.
We're talking
We're
about
gonna-
Colleen Hoover.
Colleen Hoover, everyone knows her. She gets a lot of hate, which, like, I feel like is unnecessary.
Really?
Well, like,
It's
I feel
people
like,
don't wanting to join the band.
yeah, and I think that Colleen Hoover is, like, perfect for, like, teenage girls.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
she is, like, if you read a Colleen Hoover book, you will have that shit done in 3 days. Like, it is
Yeah.
addicting. Like, her
It is very
books
addicting.
are, like, she knows how to write. She's a good-ass, like, author. But I think it's also, like, some of her books are a little dirty. She
Mhm.
has, like, but what I think of it is, like, most television shows have, like, sex scenes in them, and you don't not watch the show because
Even
that's a sex
TV
scene.
14
Yeah.
is like
Yeah, and so that's why it's like, if you're judging someone for reading Colleen Hoover, like, I don't really
Also,
see
what
that
if
different.
someone just skips over those things? I know
Yeah,
so many book YouTubers like with like Book Talk or something like that. They just skip over. They call it the spicy scenes.
mm-hmm,
So
yeah. I ain't skipping this one. But,
She's like, that's why I'm reading it.
yeah.
it's so funny.
But some of her books are definitely better than the others.
Yeah.
I
What's
would
your
say
guys' favorite book?
my favorite of hers is Verity, and I suggest that to
Oh my God, that's
every
one my
single.
mom
That's my
loves
favorite.
too.
That's what I suggest. I always try to find books that give me the same vibe
Yep.
as Verity because I just remember reading that and
Verity
like,
was crazy.
like
Verity
mine
was
is
really
just
crazy.
blown. Like if you just want to be like on the edge of your seat the
was
entire time, just
scary.
being, yeah, it's like a little like
I've never been
it's
scared
like
of a book.
it's like a thriller. Like you're literally like
really?
yeah,
It's really good. It's actually really,
it's like
it's really
insane. Like yeah, I suggest Verity to everybody. Other than that, like she has a book. I don't think you've read Layla.
good. No.
I'm like really big into like ghosts and that kind of stuff, and if you like that, Layla is like a really good book. It's about ghosts, and I think she did like a pretty good job with that. And then her other books, I liked November 9th. She did it.
It's just, the issue is that I just don't really remember it. So clearly it didn't do something to me because I don't remember
every
that
November
much.
9th.
Oh, I guess. I just don't really like it.
Yeah.
I just didn't really
I
like
liked
that
that
much.
one.
Like, it was, out of the ones I have read, It Ends With Us, November 9th, Verity, It Starts With Us, Ugly Love. This is just not the strongest.
I feel like the other ones that you named, I don't really care. Like, It Ends With Us is, like, I know her most popular, but...
That book was good, though.
Yeah.
This book is, I actually really like that book.
Okay, Ugly Love is disturbing, though.
I liked it.
Did you read that during college?
Yeah.
I feel like you talked to me about it.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I actually really like this book.
No, I had to, like, stop reading it.
Really?
Because it's weird. Like, that, you know, like, the weird...
I mean, it's sad.
No, but, like, the weird...
I mean,
You know what I'm
yes.
talking
Yes,
about?
I
Like,
know,
no,
I
it's,
know.
like, it's weird. Like...
I know, but, like...
She didn't have to do all that. There was no reason for her to be doing all that. If you read the book, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't read the book, because it's not worth it.
Wow.
In my
I
opinion.
just, I don't know. I just kind of...
If you like spicy scenes, read Ugly Love, because that it's like the entire book.
I just thought it was sad. Like, it's...
It is like, it's...
Are all of her books sad at the end?
No, I don't think so. Like, It Ends With Us isn't sad at the end.
It Ends With Us just had a really good meaning to it.
Yeah.
It had a really good meaning.
It did have a really good meaning. They're doing a movie adaptation of that book,
Oh my
but
God,
it's
I
all
know.
over. It's all over TikTok,
I gotta
and
show
like
this.
it looks horrible.
Oh wait, isn't the girl from
Like Blake
Gossip
Lively,
Girl?
yeah, and like her costumes
It's so
are
disgusting.
horrid.
This girl's supposed to be
like-
so pretty.
Like what?
What is this?
But like, okay,
What is this?
low key, it makes sense when you think about it, because she owns an emo flower
She's
store,
funky.
and like,
Yeah.
and she writes letters to Ellen DeGeneres, so like, she's not gonna be
Yes!
like, she's not gonna be cute,
Yeah, no,
I guess.
that's true. She's not gonna be like high class New York.
But,
City
like-
girl.
I don't know. I feel like
so
they
funny.
could have done it better. I don't know. But yeah, I guess that's all I have to say about Colleen Hoover. If you like easy reads, like, she's a good author.
Yeah.
So
It was
For
like
sure.
that's low level stuff, guys.
It's just
Step it
fun.
up.
It's kind of just like fun. to
yeah,
read.
they're fun. Like, and it's just like you read them so fast. Like, you get
I feel
so
like you can
sucked in.
understand it very well. I
Yeah.
started It Ends With Us. I quit it, but I
No,
started
you
it.
started. It starts with us. I thought. No, it was.
No, it was the
us.
top.
You're right.
That top book.
Don't read it. It starts with us. It's not even worth it. Just don't do it.
That's the sequel, right?
Yeah, it's absolutely terrible.
Yeah, it's
Really?
just like happy ending, but there's like
It was terrible. There was nothing.
it's just
to
like this
it the entire time.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
No.
The entire time.
That's
No,
terrible.
Terrible. One of my favorite authors is Emily Henry. I absolutely love her writing. Like, the way she writes is like, her characters are so different from all the other characters she writes about, and they have so much detail to them, and like, you can really like see what it is that they're thinking
Mm.
to whatever's happening. I read Beach Read, and right now I'm reading Book Lovers. What else? She has People We Meet on Vacation, and the new one that just came out. I can't remember what it is, but I need to read those two. But Beach
You
Read
should
was...
give me this one.
You haven't read it?
Uh-uh.
Oh my gosh, this book is fantastic.
Yeah, let me read it.
I will. I'll give it to
Okay.
you. Oh, I don't have it.
Where is it?
It's not mine.
Oh,
I shared it.
damn.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Oh
Oh,
my
that's okay.
God.
I was fine on my own.
No, her books are so... You know what we need to get? I want to get a library card.
Yeah, dude, and the
Oh my
library is so
God.
cute.
But
Like,
you just
yeah.
use the ASU. We're literally in the library.
Yeah, but like, there's actually not books here.
yeah, and the
there's a
other one
book
has
here.
like a kid section that's like super, and like there's beanbag chairs, and we could like do library
wow.
dates. That'd
We
be
should
really
do
fun.
it. You should get her... I want to get her a library card.
Is it free?
Yeah.
Oh, I would totally do
Didn't
that.
they used to have things where like, I remember when we were little, it was like the ducks. And like you would go, and then like you get a duck, and then if you like got all this whole
That's what
stamp
it
card,
is. You get so many different
yeah,
things.
yeah, and then like I think at the end it was like a baseball game or something like that. But I want the duckies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That place is fantastic. All right.
Oh,
to
back
you.
to me. Okay. Next one is this one's actually like really really interesting. It's called Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, and basically it just talks about how thoughts are energy, and it goes into like the whole quantum physics thing part of it, and basically in one sentence, every potential in the universe is a wave of probability that has an electromagnetic field and is energetic in nature. So basically, any and all possibilities are happening. You just have to choose to observe the one that you want to observe. So like when people have a negative mindset, negative things keep happening to them because of their thoughts and how that transfers into their state of mind, which is their reality. See, it's like a
Butterfly effect.
Yeah. Butterfly effect?
Chain reaction.
Butterfly
Domino effect.
What's the
What's a
butterfly
butterfly?
effect?
Butterfly
That's the
effect is
thing.
where, like, if a butterfly flaps its wing in China, then there's an earthquake, and
Oh my god,
somewhere
what?
else.
Is that actually?
I did
is that
not know
actually what
that.
it is?
So.
That's crazy.
Girl.
Butterfly burger.
This is actually so good.
I've never heard of that.
It's in Sedona.
Oh my god. What does it say?
Butterfly flapping its wings can. Oh.
Cannot cause a typhoon.
I thought that was like, that's what people said.
Oh no, it says of course a single act of a. So that is what it is. It's just saying that it's not actually happening. That's
Oh,
not
it's a movie.
definitely mean a chain
Yeah,
reaction.
like a chain
Yeah.
reaction.
Yeah.
And then basically it just talks about that the immediate response from the environment is limiting beliefs and therefore limiting destiny. So when you have like a limited mindset, that transfers into everything, every part of your life, all of your reality. And the way they say to change this is basically change your emotions and your thoughts paired together. That will change your mood, which will change your temperament, which will change your personality. And then from there, it'll change your state of mind and change your reality. So, yeah, the only way we make memories is combining thoughts with an emotion. So think of any memory. It's because you're either angry, happy, excited, whatever, and that's ingrained in your brain. And then you keep running through that same circuit of nerves, and that makes you feel the memory over and over again.
What if it's like a smell?
A smell?
Like a very distinctive smell. That's why you remember that.
That's more like a sense thing, which involves just your body. But I mean, I have heard of stuff like that. But
Or like a song. Is that another sense thing?
yeah, but like also like how I see it is like the song can remind you of a memory, and that memory creates an emotion.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how it just trickles into
Yeah.
everything.
What's that book called?
This book, just Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, it basically just opens your mind to like everything around you is a result of how you're thinking and feeling, because it's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
Okay, do another one.
Me?
I'm done.
Oh,
I have
okay.
like one more, I guess, to talk about.
Oh, these are like a series. So next is the Freakonomics series. This
remember
one's
you reading
actually, you remember?
Yeah.
So I read 3 of the books. I think there's only 3 in the series. Freakonomics, Think Like a Freak, and When to Rob a Bank. And basically there's just these 2 economists, and they just talk about outside of the box thinking. So one of the most controversial things they talk about is how the abortion laws affected criminal behavior, and like how when they took away the right to have an abortion, criminal behavior shot up for like 2 decades, and then it decreased after abortion was legalized again. So it's insane. They talk about the most out-of-pocket things, and they put the most odd reasons behind them, and it makes perfect sense. So like every single problem in the world, they have a reason why it's happening.
Oh, that makes sense.
And yeah, it's really fucking
is
cool.
it more like psychological?
Yeah, and yeah, it is.
Like the reason why people did that was
Right,
because they thought
exactly.
their independence or freedom was being taken
Yeah.
away.
So
or something like that.
and like Think Like a Freak especially, they talk about how Freakonomics. Freakonomics talks about incentives and what drives humans to do anything, right?
Mm.
So one of their examples is giving to charity. So usually charities will reach out to you 20 times a year, right, begging for money. But they actually did a study where it literally said they sent out a paper to everybody in their study, and they said, if you pay one time, we'll never bother you again. Those people paid one time,
Yeah.
and never bothered again, but they came back and kept paying. Because they're like, these are the only people that actually care about me, because they don't keep sending me shit.
That is
like
exactly how I am.
incentives of
Like,
the
I just
US.
really love people like
Isn't
that.
that crazy?
Yeah.
Just and versus if you were to get an email every month,
Yeah,
you'd be
that'd
like,
be
fuck
like
this, I'm not
annoying.
doing this anymore.
Yeah. Wow. But like, I don't know. I'm definitely like that. Like,
Yeah.
This sounds so stupid. When I'm driving, and if like the person in front of me goes really fast, I'm like, you know what? I'll let you over because you went fast and it made me really
Yeah.
happy. That's just how I am.
Exactly.
Like you deserve it.
No, humans act so like
Stupid.
we like to think that we act so like out of the ordinary,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
everyone
but
we
everyone's-
all have the same
yeah.
incentives, right? insane.
That's funny. Okay, what do you have?
I guess like the last genre of books is like the kind of murder mystery. I feel like I like reading books where I'm trying to figure out like who did it, and like I feel accomplished if I did figure it out in the end. Like, I don't know. The two books that I read most recently kind of were Gone Girl and then Girl on the Train, which are also both movies. And Gone Girl is like really good if you don't know what it's about because it is like crazy. And then Girl on the Train I feel like was good because it actually like when I'm thinking about it right now I can picture it in my head, like everything. Like I feel like it was really like living inside
Like
my
it
brain.
happened to you.
Yeah, if that makes sense. So yeah, I like those kind of books because like I'm very drawn to them, and I think that's kind of like what my mom reads too. So both of those books were from her library, and I just like picked them out. So yeah.
Does she keep all the books that she reads?
Mm-hmm.
That is
Our
so
house is
cool.
Hardcovers,
filled.
too.
Yeah, filled with books.
Oh my god, they actually talked about that in Freakonomics, how if kids have books in their house, usually they do better in school.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Just because it means that your parents are focused on that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
I know,
That's
like,
cool.
my mom put me in a book club, like, when I was in elementary school
really?
from, like, 2nd to 5th grade. And it was actually so fun. Like, I want to do it for my kids. You went once a week, and, like, she'd assign you certain chapters, and then she'd write us questions in a little box, and you'd pull it out and, like, answer. And then at the end of the month, once you were done with the book, you would bake something that, like, was resembled to the book. So
that
there was,
is
like,
so
if there was a food in it, or if, like, Girl on the Train, maybe we'd make like a train cake or like
oh my
it
gosh,
starts with us,
I
we made
love
like a
that.
flower like bouquet. I don't know, but it was really, really fun.
That is so
Yeah.
cool.
That is so cute.
Yeah, I
That is
loved
so
it.
Cute.
Like, honestly, I would do that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it was really
We need
fun.
it. Like, who reads that are like...
Maddie Tyndall always reads the books that I give her.
Okay.
And then us. And
I
then
think you wouldn't read the books that we read
Mm-mm.
for book club.
Probably not.
I would read one of your books.
Yeah, I would totally read your
Yeah.
books.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I would read the,
They're life changing.
What is the seduction one? Because I saw that and I kind of wanted you to
So
talk about
I wasn't gonna talk about this, but
Please. Shouldn't.
basically, so the book is divided into two parts. Okay, first part is it describes every seductive character. So usually people are one of them, but you can be more than one, and it just goes down the list. It's not exactly like female or male type of thing. It's more just like how you are. So like men can be sirens, but like not usually. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's a whole list. Should I say the list or no? I won't. say the list.
Which one would
Yeah,
you
what
say
is
you are?
Me, I'd say coquette, self-sufficient, cool at the core. Their narcissism is attractive, and they show they don't need others, which makes others very drawn.
what am I?
Yo.
I characterized all my friends when I was in high school when I first read this, and I told all of them, I was like, you're this, you're this. They're like, what does that even mean? But
I would guess like dandy for you. They play with their image,
Yeah.
unique and striking allure.
Mm-hmm.
they also say a lot of gay men are dandies because they change their image,
Mhm.
and that's what makes them drawn out. Like
I don't
they
know,
literally
like,
say that in the book.
I don't know.
Oh no, not like
It's just funny, like, after like you said that, whatever. You know what?
I
No,
think
okay,
like
that. I'm
towards
going
the
with
end, like the
different.
unique and striking allure.
Yeah,
I feel like
I'd say
that
that.
the play with
Yeah.
their image. I didn't really.
you don't
change
really
your
you don't really
image.
change your image
I
that
really
often.
don't.
I feel
I
like
was
I
gonna
changed
say-
my image
I
a
was gonna
lot.
say that or ideal lover.
Oh, I was
Find
gonna
out
say
what's
ideal
missing
lover
in their
for
life.
you.
Yeah,
like that,
yeah,
yeah.
I see that for you.
Yeah.
Which
One
one
of-
am I?
One of my old friends was
You're
charismatic, and he was just the most confident guy, and there was no reason for him to be that confident. You're
really.
like,
I
I think
wish.
you're natural.
Spontaneous and open.
oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I see that.
100%. Yeah. And then basically it just says how for each, they call it victim. This is a very like old book. They call it, for each victim you need to choose the right victim, and you have to approach them according to their character, what seductive character they are. So you can appeal to the different characters doing different things. So basically the first phase is like you like lure someone in, you make them feel interested, you make them feel like they're talking about themselves, right? All that. And then you pull away. and then you come back and you like do that again, and it literally, there's 28 phases and you have to go through all of them. The day I was done with the book, guess who I met? Yeah.
I think I know, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know.
This
Yeah.
girl.
Isn't that crazy?
Girl.
No, I'm not kidding. Literally just
And
like
did you do that? Did you do that?
I did that.
Yeah,
And it
I know you did.
and it worked.
Good work.
It did work.
Yeah.
So yeah, great book, but it's like old written. It's like you need to treat your victim like this way. I'm like,
A victim? Like, that
yeah,
sounds
no, they
Yeah, it does
terrible.
sound weird.
victim, they use it like every sentence. It's crazy.
Is that like if you want to be like the one who's in control of the
Yeah.
relationship? Oh, okay.
But without them knowing you're in control.
Ew,
So
I
do you
don't
use
like
it for
that.
friends or relationships?
Relationships.
Okay.
I don't like
it's
that.
seductive, so it's
Okay.
like sexual.
Okay.
I don't like that. I feel like that's
It's very manipulation.
That's I don't
Yeah.
like that. I don't
But
feel like
I think
I'm
it was really
manipulating
interesting.
manipulating someone.
You're so cool.
I'll talk about one more.
Okay.
Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Oh yeah, that one's really
Oh my
popular.
god, that one's amazing. I guess. Well,
Wait, tell us which one you don't like. Well, what's one that you've read that you really just don't like? It wasn't really good, in your opinion.
Oh my god, I forget the name of it, but it was this book by. It was by some political lady, and I thought it was gonna be like a very like light and like something about the world, and it was like hardcore
Really?
feminism, like political. Everyone is treated unfair, and I was like, oh my god, I'm done. I
Just
can't read this.
political books.
But yeah,
Yeah, I don't think I could read a
There was
political
this
book.
one book I had to stop reading because it was like written by I think it was like a UK author, but all of the like the slang in it was like, what did they say? They
That's
were
what
just be
Harry
like
Potter is.
like mum and like
oh my
that
god,
wasn't even the worst. It was like, what would they like
Harry
say?
Potter is like that.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
Let me
it
actually
was-
look up funny word because they used to say bloody all the time.
It was
yeah.
it was called,
Merlin's beard.
Merlin.
Merlin's
it
beard
was called
all
The
the time.
Cabin, and I never found out who was the killer, but let me. Yeah, it was this one. It says like #1 New York bestseller. I just like couldn't read it because it was like
Fanny. Is it Fanny?
Oh yeah, they say I've heard British people on TikTok too.
yeah, like bloody
Bloody hell.
fucking wanka.
Random stuff.
But
Like, see, like a vacation is a holiday. Like you have to know
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah, they call it
Trousers, yeah. Shoes are trainers. Bin, tap or faucet. Like, but you have to just know that. So, cookies and biscuit.
All right, last book is called Secret of the Soul. I just finished it yesterday, and it's about how out-of-body experiences contribute to spiritual growth. Basically, out-of-body experiences, when they call it your bardo body, it's basically like this. You can think of it kind of like a shell, but
Mhm.
it's like inside of you. It's your energy. So some people call it a soul, whatever you want to call it.
Oh.
So they call it a bardo body. And when you're having an out-of-body experience, your bardo body comes out of your body and leaves your physical body behind, and it roams the. It's gonna sound crazy, but it's like a different energetic dimension. So when you're not in your physical body, you're essentially in this world, but looking at it differently.
Okay.
So when I actually have had one before, and when I was out of my body, I turned and I could see my physical body laying in bed.
Isn't that what like happens to people in hospital beds too? Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
So I started flying. I was ceiling level, and it's really weird. You can see 360 degrees around you because you don't have eyes. You're just energy.
Mm.
So I could see everything. I could see my entire room at once. Everything. So I flew around and I went to my parents' room and I saw them sleeping, and then I kept flying around my old house and just like whatever, and then I went back into my body, and when I got back in my body I was paralyzed for a minute, like you were saying, sleep paralysis, and then I woke back up and I was back in my body.
No.
So
No.
in this book
That
they
sounds
teach
sick.
you how to do it.
Oh my
There's
god.
so many methods.
No, that's so scary.
And I actually get this way when I'm meditating sometimes. It's called the vibrational state. It's the state before you have an out-of-body experience. So when I'm meditating, this happens almost every time, my entire body, I can feel my energy. I can feel the waves.
I've done
It's
that
just
before.
vibrating. That's vibrational state. So you're in, so right now we're in beta state. Our brains are just going, our physical bodies take over. Next is alpha state. That's when you're kind of like in a trance, you're relaxed. Then it's theta state, which is meditative state. You're very theta. and then the next state I think is called delta, and that's when you're fully out of your body and you're like just energy.
I've only felt that the vibration. What is that? Alpha then? No.
It's between alpha and theta.
Theta?
Yeah.
Only once.
Really?
I'm having a hard time like even calming down when I meditate. Yeah.
Huh.
I keep going all over the place.
Wait, what do you do when you meditate?
So my meditation, it has you focus all of your energy on a certain part of your body at once. So it goes down your whole body, and then it has you focus on your entire body. And like I can feel the energy. So when it says focus on your hands, I can feel it in my hand. I'm really shaky. I can feel it in my hands, and it's really interesting. You can control exactly where your energy goes.
But she started off doing 1 minute.
Right. I started off with breath work just to focus, because if you can get your mind to focus just on your breath and not on everything else. Like when I'm meditating, it feels like it's 2 minutes, it's been 30. There's no time time goes away for me, my body goes away, I'm just energy. And nothing around me matters. That's how meditation is supposed to go. And basically this book is saying that the reason we have out-of-body experiences is because it's preparing you for death. Because when you die, your energy leaves your body for good. And that carries into when people see ghosts, all that. They say that, in this book, ghosts are the lost souls, or the people who never really became comfortable with just being energy. So when they were forced to be energy after they died, they didn't accept it, and they're stuck in the physical world trying to be in their body again. And that's why we see ghosts.
Wow.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
I feel like a good topic for the podcast would be seeing ghosts. Well, I would have a lot of stories on that. Yeah.
You have?
Yeah, my old house, there was a little boy.
I don't believe in ghosts.
Have you seen it more than once?
Mm-hmm. It was when I was in elementary
when
school.
You were like sleeping or what?
No, so like at my old house we lived in this like when they had like completely remodeled it, but when they first visited it there was like gunshots like in the walls, and like so it was either from like a ghost from the lot already, or my mom always thought it was from the swinging doors from this old elementary school in my dad's neighborhood in Nebraska. So he originated from either of those two places, but basically when I was little, you know how like when you have a nightmare you run to your parents' room? Mm-hmm. So there was multiple times, like 3 or 4 or 5. I have like a whole creative writing story on this too, but I would wake up and I would open up the door and I would go into the hallway, and he would be standing at the end of the hallway, and he'd always be like turns like this, and then he would turn and he would look at me, and we'd like look at each other for a few seconds, and I'd just be like stunned, like I wouldn't know what to do, and then he'd walk through the walls, and then I'd run into my parents' room, and I think I tried to tell my mom like one time like I saw a ghost, and she was like half asleep. She was like whatever, and then I saw him a couple times, and I remember there was a time like when I was at my door and I was about to go to my parents' room, and I was like, I'm gonna see him, and I opened up the door and I saw him. And then, but I kind of just always was like, it's in your head, whatever. And then there was one day I was at breakfast with my brother, and he goes, Viv, have you ever like seen a little boy? He did not say ghost, he said little boy.
Oh my god.
And I was like,
I just got chills
down
my whole body.
And we explained him the exact same way. It was an 8-year-old little boy who would stand at the end of the hall. And my brother's instances are like, he said that one time he saw him in the hall and he started charging at him. Like, he started running at him, and he swears on his life. Like, I always got good vibes from this little boy, and, like, he never tried to mess with me or anything, but my brother, and he's had sleep paralysis to where he said he was sleeping, and when he woke up, he was this close to the ceiling. He was, like, floating above. Yeah, Aww. And then he just dropped down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Out-of-body experience.
Mm-hmm. And, yeah, he had a bunch of experiences with the little boy, too, and then we moved out of that house when I was in 6th grade. But then we also think there's a ghost at the house I'm in now, because his name is Ed Nelson, and he died, like, before we moved in. And so, like, he'll mess with the light fixtures, and my mom and I will be like, Ed, like, knock it off. But I've never, like, seen him. It's, like, lights. And I feel like lights, it's kind of, like, explainable.
Mm-hmm.
But
Can you feel it? Can you feel him there?
Like sometimes I'll be in the kitchen and like one light bulb will like turn off and I'll be like, Ed, like stop, and like it'll turn back on, and then I'll be like, and I like kind of feel him. It hasn't happened in like a year or so. Like he might be gone now because it's been like a while since he died, but yeah. And then I've had like other small little instances, but I definitely wholeheartedly believe in ghosts. Like I say that story with my true heart because I know like what I saw is true, and like I try to, if people don't believe me, I don't give a fuck because I know like.
And even they like when you're out of body experience, you can see they call it the passed on, the lost souls. You can see them clearly. Whoa. And if you come in contact with one, it'll act based on how you're feeling about it. So the fact that you were comfortable with him is why he didn't charge at you. Your brother probably got really scared. So the ghost was attacking him is how he saw it. So it's so interesting how you can see anything. You can see like your dead dog, like people see that all the time. Or you can even see living people. My mom has went and visited her friend from across the country, and they literally their energies met up together, and they were just like hanging out.
Do you guys like not get freaked out about this?
Well,
like I don't even like talking about this.
The whole thing is if you go into it with a really good mindset and you're like, they're not gonna hurt me. It's just energy.
Because I feel like comfortable with it.
I don't
Versus
at all.
My mom,
I can't even talk about ghost stories.
My mom's the same as you. When she has an out of body experience, she literally saw like a black figure choking her body out while she was watching it, and she got so fucking scared.
Like I just couldn't
never
do that.
did it again.
I just can't. I don't like ghost stories. I don't like talking about it. Like, I will remember that story and be in my house and be absolutely terrified tonight. Like, I just get so weird about stuff like that. I hate it. I hate it.
It's because it's unknown.
You know why? No, you wanna know why? I just realized. What was that TV show? Was it Ghost Hunters or something like that? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think so.
My grandma used to watch that all the time when I was a little kid, and that used to scare me so much. Like, where they had, like, the probes and then it would, like, move.
Yeah.
Or, like, they're, like, in some, like, abandoned ship or something like that. Used to scare me so much when I was a little kid.
I feel like I'm not as scared of ghosts as I am of dreams.
Yeah.
I've always like been like I used to have like one of my but I have a dream every single night. And I haven't had a nightmare in a while, like knock on wood, but like nightmares are one of my biggest fears because like I have no control over what I'm gonna have a dream tonight, don't know what it's gonna be about. Like literally my dream last night was like Maddie Tyndall and I were we were babysitting this kid and it started vaping and the parents were about to get home and we're like freaking out. We're like, baby, stop vaping, like and I don't even know. It was weird. But like what the was? Yes, I was like, what even is that dream? Like that's
and it's cool that you remember your dreams.
No, I remember them vividly.
I write them down.
Like sometimes if it's like
really them.
But I remember them. Like I sent a video to Maddie Tyndall this morning. But I think when I was little I used to like oh my god, I haven't talked about this in a while, but I used to have this guy in my dreams named Dutch, and he would be in my dreams all the time, and it was like the same guy. And the freakiest thing about it is like you can't imagine anyone's face, so I've had to have seen him before in my life.
Yeah.
And he would and his family would be in my dreams, and he'd always be like trying to kill my family.
Yeah.
But it was just like my mom like knows who, like I would imagine like a 6-year-old little kid coming up to you and be like, he was there again, like Dutch was in my dream, like I don't want I need to sleep with you. And like my brother says that like there was one night where I was having a dream about Dutch and it kind of ended, and then in the morning my brother was like, Dutch was in my dream. And he explained it the exact same way, and like all this stuff.
Brother,
yeah, no, we're like
connected.
Yeah. He's like my best friend, but I don't know. So dreams freak me out more than ghosts do because like
I love dreams.
And your brain builds your dreams based on memories.
I love dreams.
Which is so scary.
Yeah.
Do you know what I actually have a lot, which is kind of sad, is school shootings.
Really?
I dream about a school shooting probably at least once a month. At least.
I have dreams where
I really do. I don't know if it really scares me or something.
Yeah.
I think about schools,
so
like
scary.
Vivid school shootings. Yeah.
I dream about people a lot. Just like interactions with people. Interactions I wish I had with people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I have
like whether it's friends, relationships, family, whatever.
Interesting.
I have like common themes within my dreams. Like, you know the big slide I was talking to you about?
Yes.
At Kaden's house?
Yes.
I grew up with that slide in my backyard.
Yep.
Like we used to have slide parties, and that slide is in my dream like once every 2 weeks. And like
Really?
different area, like it'll be at the park, it'll be in my backyard, but like that slide is always there.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Must be so important.
It was such an important part of my life.
Yeah.
I missed that
dreams.
slide. That's why I'm so upset I wasn't invited.
Yeah. I just find dreams fun.
Dreams,
I
dreams
do.
can tell you a lot about yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just, like
I can
after I have a nightmare, like, it just affects me for, like, days.
Really?
Yeah.
It isn't. I'm, like, a little quiet in the morning, but I usually end up forgetting about it. I do remember, though, I'm scared of the ocean. Like, I actually have a fear of the ocean. And I think it was either, like, when school was going to start or something. I know that I was really anxious. And there was this has happened multiple times, this dream. Oh, there's a slide in the middle of the ocean. A slide in the middle of the ocean. I go to climb on the slide, and then a shark starts coming, circling me, and then I'm, like, trying not to go down because the shark's gonna get me, and then I go down,
Oh, no.
and it ends. Like, the amount of times God.
You had that multiple times?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
jeez.
I'm in the middle of the ocean with this slide. Yes, and a shark's, like, circling.
Dude, you know what's weird? Kennedy, you guys met her.
Mhm.
She dreams about the future. So I've known Kennedy for like 8 years, right? Back in like, I want to say 8th grade, she came to me and she was like, hey, I had this really weird dream last night. Like, there was this, like, we were hanging out and then there was this other girl with us and she seemed like our best friend, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, and then there's all these other people that I didn't really know, but I feel like I've seen them before. Fast forward 3 years, junior year comes around, and we're like best friends with this one girl. And it was her in Kennedy's dream. We had never met this girl.
That's crazy.
And she, fast forward 3 years, same exact thing. And Kennedy goes, do you remember that dream I had 3 years ago? And I was like, yeah, the one about, like, that girl. She was like, yeah, that same thing just happened just now. And we were with
like
the girl.
deja vu.
Yeah. And I was like,
Same.
Kennedy's done that a dozen times.
Really?
Where she's like, this has happened in
She's
my
like
dream.
psychic.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's
That
incredible.
is cool.
We got sidetracked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
This
we
is
did.
probably at, like, an hour and 30. I don't know.
It's
fine.
probably like an hour.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know. We don't have a lot of cuts, too. See, like, it's usually only, like, 2 cuts.
Yeah.
Or something. So how was your experience being on our podcast?
I loved it. This is so fun. I want to
It's
come
like
back
girl
on.
talk.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I'm like, I feel like I'm not gonna be able to watch it because I'm gonna look at myself and I'm gonna be like,
Oh, yeah,
she's so cringy and awkward and like
I can't
like I
watch
just like
ours.
yeah, I feel like I'm not gonna be able to watch myself, but hopefully
Yeah.
you guys don't think that.
No, I watch it sometimes. Yeah.
Or I'll watch back in a year.
I get
and
so
then-
uncomfortable when people watch our podcast around me. I'm like, don't
Oh
play it.
my God.
Don't play it.
I forgot to tell you that. I was hanging out with Jack and his friends, and they were like, "You have a podcast?"
Oh no.
Yes, I do. Please don't bring it up.
No, low key, I think we were like, I wasn't in the room, but I think they were starting to watch our podcast in Mission.
Did they actually?
Oh my God.
I was like,
That's
I was like
so
changing
Who?
like canon and like Annika and
Did
stuff.
they say anything?
Like I think they were doing like the intro one, and then
Okay.
they were like, because I was like, it's cool as fuck that you guys have a podcast.
Yeah, I don't want to
yeah,
care.
yeah,
I don't want to care.
I
Yeah.
don't want to care, but I'm just like, I just don't want to listen to it.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, watch it without me being there, and don't
Oh
tell
my
me
God,
what
cool.
you think of it.
Like, there's a difference between.
Wait.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Cut. Hey, Dad. I'm in the middle of a podcast right now. Not yet. Is 3:30 pickup good?
We'll be done at like.
We'll be
I
done
know
in
myself
like
to
2
pack.
minutes.
Oh, okay.
Is 3:30 okay? Like 3:15? Okay. Okay. See you then. Bye.
Do I need to drop you off?
Where are you going?
To my dad's house. I've been at my mom's all week.
I need to drop you off.
Yeah, at my mom's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, what was I saying?
We're-
So I think it's good that we don't like make it seem like we're like so cool because we do this podcast.
yeah,
It's,
it's
like we
low
just do it for it's
key.
fun.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we find it fun.
Yeah.
No, this is fun.
It's fun.
Yeah.
The guy at Dutch was like, "Oh, where are you going?" I was like, "Oh, I'm going to do my podcast," and he was like, "That is so fucking cool."
I really
Yeah.
haven't had anyone be like, "That's weird."
Yeah.
I mean, like maybe they just say it
I feel like
privately,
it's like the
Yeah.
same as like making TikToks. Like
right?
I don't like.
But,
we're just
like-
having like we're just posting a conversation that we had,
Right.
and we had a good ass conversation.
Right.
Right? It's good.
Yeah.
So
And it's like documenting how we are right now.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
watch it back.
It's
No,
just a
I
little
can show my
scary.
kids like this.
Yeah.
yeah, it's just scary.
I know.
It's
No,
scary.
putting yourself out on like
Yeah.
on the internet is really scary.
Yeah.
Mhm.
People can be rude.
They do. All right,
They're
guys.
just jealous.
All right.
So we don't have a podcast next week because this one's going to Europe
Yeah.
without me.
I'm so excited.
That'll
my
be so
God.
fun.
I need to pack. We're going to 4 islands of Greece: Ios, Heros, Milos, and Santorini.
No Mykonos? Not
No
gonna go to
Mykonos.
for
We
me?
decided Santorini instead of Mykonos because they're
You're mean.
basically the same. But Santorini is pretty.
Mykonos is pretty much my name.
Maybe I'll take a picture of it.
Do it. You're like, this is Mykonos right here, man.
We're going island to island on a ferry, so maybe I'll
Okay.
pass it. We'll
Yeah.
see. And then I'm gonna go to Rome after that.
That's so cool.
And I'm gonna get
So
2
excited.
tattoos. I'm so
Yes.
excited.
Wait, what are you gonna get?
I don't know yet. I'll come up with that on the plane.
Get like a cool Rome tattoo.
Yeah.
Of some sort.
Izzy's getting a spider with Mav, so I'll have to come up with something before we get there.
So excited.
Yeah, so no podcast, sorry guys.
Yeah, and then we don't know what the next one is yet. So
Yep, we'll figure it out later.
we'll figure it out.
So I hope this was interesting and
Yeah.
thank you for being our first.
Yeah,
Yes.
guys. Thank you
Yes.
for having me.
Wish
Hopefully I'm
Maddie
on
luck
again.
on her work this week.
Yeah, that
Aw,
12-hour shift,
stop
you're gonna
it.
kill it.
Guys, I'm actually so excited because it's a busy hospital.
It's gonna be so fun.
I'm super
Yeah.
excited.
You're
We're
doing
gonna have
love.
some cool ass
I
stories.
am. Okay, I don't know if you know, but anytime we're about to end this,
we always get
stand
up and leave.
My shorts are like.
Oh,
sorry,
okay.
guys.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
Nice talking to you.
Bye, guys. Bye bye.
My jorts.
29 029.